Pro Pick'em Show. I'm your host, and it's James. Here with my co-host again, Sean Harris, our show contributor, Derek Arnold, and my producer, Lawrence Jones. This week we're going to talk about the games for Week 6, preview Week 7's games. We're going to talk a little bit about the picks as well. I guess we'll start there. First of all, I guess we're going to talk about Jason Nosko. This is a guy who just came in his first year in the league, was struggling up until this week, and he had one of the better weeks in history, going 13-1 with 175 points, which is the second greatest week ever by in a 14-game schedule. So he did pretty good. Ironically, though, the one game he missed, which I can't believe, is he picked the Browns. Actually, he's the only one to pick the Browns, and that was the one game he missed. So he missed the perfect score.
He should like a minus for making that pick.
He missed the perfect score by and breaking their record by 5 points. So, and the thing is, I don't even think he's from Cleveland. He picked the Browns. That's unbelievable.
I don't know.
But the other thing that we're gonna do real quick this year, we're gonna talk about surprise performers. I just want to get you guys' thoughts while saying, just looking at the standings. Who would you say is a surprise so far?
As far as teams, you talking about in the pick'ems?
In the pick'ems. We're talking about the pick'ems right now.
Oh,
I guess your brother-in-law. I don't know him all that well, but
O'Brien.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little surprise. He's been in the top the last couple of years. He's never won a division though, but he's been in there.
my biggest surprise is I'm not in first place.
We'll do disappointments like in the next segment. but my surprise, this may be a surprise that it's a surprise, is Eric Clark, because Eric, he's up there now. Eric has won the title 2 years ago, and he's always been there at the end. Eric usually doesn't do well until the last few 4 or 5 weeks. He seems to make playoff run, and this year he's doing well early. So that's kind of a surprise. Then Michael Toes is a surprise. Not that rookies haven't done well in this league before, but usually rookies kind of struggle with the bonus hits. You got to get used to the system. He's even leading the league in bonus hits right now. Any other surprises step up?
I'd have to say a surprise. You expect Jason Kidd to do well. You expect Jamie Norris and Lawrence Jones to do well, but Ashley Hedendorf is 4th in the Summit.
Okay.
And she's a good week away from taking the lead.
But
the Summit's relatively tight. Everybody except Fred.
Sorry if he tells you more messed up about that. She didn't put her picks in this week. She'd probably even be higher because she was sick this week. She didn't get a chance to get her picks in, so she probably would be even higher than that if it wasn't for that.
If she has one good week, and she's gonna be in first place.
All right. Well, actually, Jason is a surprise too, because Jason, he's always up there, but he got a 60-point lead. That's a big lead for him. Let's do the disappointments now. Who's you got this?
Yo, I own it. I mean, the milk's gone bad, but I got 2 division wins, which is more than what I can say for some people at this table.
That's true.
But see, I can't really say that Lawrence's performance is a disappointment. I mean, because he's not that. I mean, he could catch up.
Well, he just caught up this week. I mean, before this week, he was in trouble, but this week got him back in it.
Yeah, this week got him back in it. The disappointment is me. I'm disappointed with myself.
Okay.
Because normally I capitalize off bonus points and they just aren't coming this year.
Well, I got Javon Woods. He's usually he's won the Giant division. He's usually 1 and 2, and he's right now he's got a 500 record. I guess picking the Browns this week is starting to get to him, take his toll. David Thomas is another surprise, another disappointment. He was the rookie of the year last year. I guess he's kind of going through like a sophomore jinx, but he's like in 6th place in his division, 126 points back. And of course Lawrence, I think being in love is clouding Lawrence's judgment.
Okay, that might explain it for me too.
Yeah, it might be that Halle Berry factor.
And then the other disappointment is Mike Rose, who came in the league 3 years ago, took the league by storm, and he's always been in the top 10, and right now he's 4 games under 500. I mean, in last place in his division. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know where the struggles are coming from, but you talked about it earlier, Lawrence, about there's so many teams this year you can't count on. Like,
they're messing things up like Kansas City,
yeah,
Tampa Bay.
Kansas City, Tampa Bay, Dallas, Minnesota. Kind of, they're kind of messing San Francisco up. People thought they would do well.
Green Bay's looking disappointing too.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna get into the key games from this week. Of course, we got to talk about the Browns Steelers game this first. I didn't see much of the game, but seeing the highlights, I was impressed by Colt McCoy. I'm not gonna get overly excited and say he's the savior, but it was a good showing for his first game. I just want to get you guys' thoughts on the Steelers-Browns game.
Colt McCoy got some heart, so I think that
he was taking some licks.
He's got some promise. I mean, that's all I can really say. I don't know what he's gonna do this week, but he's got some promise. I mean, to go into Pittsburgh with them riding an emotional high off being off a bye week, Roethlisberger there, the fact that he didn't fold up means he's got some guts.
And he lost Cribbs in the first quarter? Was that
lost Cribbs and Massaquoi, but still managed to
lose.
And both interceptions that were thrown were tips. I mean, they were on target, but the defense made a play. But he made some crazy throws. He made some good throws.
I will get your thoughts, Sean, and then you, Mr. Brownie over here.
I really don't care. Colt McCoy looked like he could play. Jerome Harrison got fined $75,000. Was thinking about retiring. I wish he did, but he came back to practice today. That's all I got from the game.
All right. Another question is: if Jake Delhomme or Seneca Wallace are ready to play, should they go back to him or should they go back to Colt McCoy?
No, they need to stick with Colt McCoy. Let him develop.
Let him take his lumps.
Yeah.
But the other thing that came out of this game was Justin Cribbs, my squad got both taken out of the games with concussions. To Kent State's own James Harrison. Question, did he, this week the NFL came out with those rules saying, we're going to start suspending guys. Harrison got a huge fine, and he started complaining. And even threatened retirement, saying that he can't play this way.
That was just talk.
Yeah. But he missed a day of practice, and then, of course, he came back. But I just want to get you guys' thoughts. Get some on Harrison. We'll talk about the concussions and the headhunting situation a little bit later on. But we just want to get your thoughts on Harrison. I got to hear Derek on this one, because I know you got something crazy to say.
Man, both hits were with the top of the helmet. Under no circumstances should you ever hit anybody in any part of the body with the top of the helmet. So I don't want.
The Cribbs hit though. Cribbs ducked down himself. I wouldn't put that on him.
But your top of your helmet should never touch another player. I mean that means he is using poor form. And if he's going to complain about using poor form, then he needs to tackle better. He needs to step his game up. That's not our fault. That's not the league's fault. That's not the ball carrier's fault. That's his damn fault. He needs to keep his head up. See what you're hitting.
Look, if you hit with your head like this, you can't see what you hit, right?
And you injure yourself. Dante Robinson got injured too on that hit he injured Deshaun Jackson on because he didn't tackle properly. He's hit leading into the guy like this. You look up like that.
Yeah.
Are you Josh Cribbs' agent?
All right. Well,
shoot, I wish.
Well, that's a good segue into our next game, but we're going to take a break, and we're going to get into the Falcons-Eagles game.